Hey guys, my name's Kamronni, and welcome back to more Let's Play Fire Emblem Awakening. So in the last episode, we defeated King Gangrel and Plagia. Then Kron's and me got married, 2 years has passed, and now a new threat arises from the continent of Valm. So, but before we do that, before we face that conflict, we do have some support conversations, and we have one right here between Gaius and Tharja.
Hey.
What?
Oh yeah? Right.
What?
Yep. Ah.
Pretty much. Interesting.
That was tasty. You. Okay. Yes. What? If you say so. Well... Sorry. No. Oh. Thank you.
And with that, we have 2 new marriages on our hands, which will help us in battle, and it will open up new doors for us later. But anyway, Chapter 12, Port Ferrex. We're ready to begin the chapter, or rather, Chapter 12, The Seacomers. And after that very long and enduring cutscene, we are here in the battlefield, and we can go to view map and actually see what we have. It is 12 against 40. We are greatly outnumbered here from the Empire of Valm. So, we can already tell that this new threat means business, as we can tell by their numbers, and if you look at their stats are quite high too. This will be a challenging battle, and if you guys have ever heard about the difficulty curve in this game, and how bad it is, or rather how severe it is, this is what people are talking about. This is where it starts to get pretty hard. So all that, like, what you felt like was unnecessary leveling and leveling and training earlier on in the game, it's not going to be put to use because we have a very, very, very strong threat here. I recommend your high defensive units. You need to have units that can wield weapons that will cut through armor. That is very, very, very important. As you can see, we have a lot of armor on this battlefield. And you're going to want to have your very heavy defensive units, because this is going to be a tough match. So as you can see, I have a few mages which are necessary for this, which are recommended. But as you can see, I have Vike, Donald, Kellam. I have Frederick. I mean, I rarely even use Frederick, but I have him here because this is going to be a very, very challenging and defensive fight. But let's start the battle.
Listen up. My lord.
If I may.
And with that, we see already how ruthless these Volmies are, which I hope I didn't butcher their name. But anyway, with that we have the introduction of a new character, Chershi. I'm gonna say that's what I'm gonna say her name is. Probably butchered it, but if I did, you can definitely let me know, and I will correct myself. But Chershi, I'm gonna call her. I like that name anyway. So, as you can see, I paired her up with Frederick. Why? Because I think they make a cute couple, and I feel like she kind of not really puts Frederick in his place, but they work well together. You guys will see what I mean later. And, yeah. But anyway, getting started on things, I recommend having Frederick or a very, very high defensive unit take these guys out really, really quickly. But if you look at the, structure of this landscape, or of this battlefield, you can see that's kind of divided into sections just a little bit. And the thing about this mission is, and this is kind of a battle tip, I don't know if I'm going to make it into one or not, but as you can see, we're greatly outnumbered, 13 to 40. And because of that, we're not really on the offensive, we're on the defensive. So I do not recommend just kind of, having your units run out there and be like, whoa, let's fight, and yeah, just kind of pace yourself. And I really mean it, as you can see, because of how vastly outnumbered we really are. So yeah, don't try to bring the fight to them. Let them bring the fight to you. Just kind of pace yourself and try to have them, try to have the enemies coming to you at a steady rate. And you do that by kind of luring them to you and whatnot. And yeah. So right here on the left, there are 5 right off to the left immediately, and then you're able to go north from there, and there's a lot more enemies right there. So I recommend, I mean, the left side of this battlefield is a lot to take on, and I recommend having a good bit of force on that side, as well as the right side. But I don't really need as much on the right side, and you can't even see her doing her critical. But I don't really need as much on the right side because I have like Kellam Panne, which are extremely highly defensive. I have Donald and Naui, which are practically invincible, and I also have Frederick and Chershi as well. If you're playing on lunatic mode, or one of the very, very hard modes of this game, I may recommend you having Chershi on her own instead of with another character, because she can actually hold up. She can hold her own pretty well. So she'd be very, very useful if you're playing like on a very hard mode. But I'm not, so I'm just gonna have her paired up with Frederick as a supportive unit, and because of support conversations and cuteness, and yeah, you guys get my point. Alright, let's see, we have Vike here, and Libra, they're kind of pairing up because they're next to each other. Or did I? No, I did not pair them up. Yeah, but I really, really highly recommend, kind of putting yourself up the line right here. That's going to be very useful. Oh! Critical. Doesn't quite kill him off, though. But still, it's nice to see. Alright, let's see. We're going to take Donald, but you won't be able to do a hair of damage to him. I mean, Donald has so much, he goes on to another row. I mean, that's how much HP Donald really has. But yeah, I recommend just kind of trying to block up the paths, as you see, as I'm doing. They're all trying to come through these paths and alleyways. I'm just kind of blocking them and kind of keeping a steady rate at which these enemies are attacking. I'm not running out in the open and having them all attack me at once and slaughter. I mean, you would get slaughtered if you did that. I just recommend kind of closing off the alleyways, the pathways. As you can see, I've done to the left, right there, and up there with that 2-space gap with Donald and Frederick. I recommend just kind of pacing yourself. That's really, I can't emphasize that enough. Right here, as you see, I have Rickon behind the main line. He doesn't take any damage, but he can dish some out, and he is useful as a ranged attacker. So if you have kind of a weak or a ranged attacker that you're kind of leveling up, I recommend having them behind a line. I mean, that's a strategy that I've been over a lot, is having your high defensive units in the front lines and then your range attackers in the next row. That's definitely nothing new here that I haven't said already, but it's useful here, so I did, and I will re-emphasize that. Now let's see. Right now I'm going to attack this guy. I'm going to attack him, so that will give room for Libra to move up, so we can kind of keep our line structure that we have. Oh, I wasn't able to deal him any damage, so that sucks. Okay, and I honestly, one thing I could have done is checkmate, Robin his critical, 75 damage, wow. Nobody can stand up to that, but anyway, what I should have done right there, honestly, is I should have had Robin attack that one on the horseback right there. But let's see, we're going to equip the rapier for Crom, because that will be useful in taking out these armored units right up here. As you can see, there's one right there. I have a feeling he's going to attack Crom, so just in case he does, I'm going to equip Crom with the rapier, because that can cut through a lot of armor. And as I said earlier, having your units, yep, he did. There we go, I called it. Awesome. So, 15, we got Tamia, and there we go. Because of that, we're able to take that guy out because we selected the rapier. But anyway, yeah, I highly recommend making sure you have weapons such as hammers, Crom's rapier. Mages are really, really good. If you have a pretty defensive mage, I recommend having them on here as well, because that can obviously penetrate the armor. Just anything that can penetrate this armor, I highly recommend, because they have a lot of it, and that can be. And if you have a let's say a sword unit who really can't cut through that armor, your unit will be useless. So definitely make sure you have the weapons that are able to face these guys before you go into this battle. Axes are really good with that as well, as you can see with Donald. There you go. And critical with Donald, and look at this, 72. It's over. God, I love Donald. Donald's just, he's great. I mean, he's such a, I mean, he's just a he's a memorable character, and he kicks butt in the battlefield. I think he's the best one in our army. And I'm very, very worried for Vike's life right here. Okay, let's see. He's down to 3 HP, but he's still hanging on. He's still hanging on to dear life. And he should be fine because there's no other enemies in his attack range that haven't already moved. Okay, so let's see, Donald's gonna get attacked here. Oh, nice block. And I'm surprised now we didn't jump in on that as well, but she blocked, so I guess I really can't complain. It just said something broke. I believe that was either Donald's axe or Naoi's. I don't know what just broke. I don't know. I should have been paying attention. But anyway, I'm pretty sure I have a back. Yeah, I have a back with that, so it doesn't really matter. It's not going to affect me. I already planned for that. So let's see. Right there, I'm going to attack that guy from afar to kind of keep our line formation. Although we really don't need that line formation for too much longer because we're just about done. Let's heal Vike up since he was very low on HP. He's back to life, and he's getting ready to take out these Valmies. This Valmy is right here. And there you go. Level up for Vike. Level 13, which he was kind of under level there for a little while, and that was a very good level up. Increased his stats a good bit. So there you go. We've taken care of all the ones off to the left, and now we can go up through that left alleyway. That left alleyway right there. So I'm going to move these two right up here. I may switch, actually. Actually, I think I might just kind of keep them. Yeah. Okay, I don't really know what I was doing right here. Oh, yeah, I healed Crom. That was actually a pretty smart idea. And that's a really good thing about sages is they can heal, and they can also dish out a bunch of damage. And as you will soon see, Alyssa is she can be a very, very, very good sage. And right here, I'm going to attack with this javelin from afar and take this guy out. There you go. That's one of the pluses of having javelins for lance bearers, for lance carriers. It's very, very nice to be able to make those range attacks when you need them. And because I did that, I'm going to be able to move right up here. We're going to be able to kill off this guy, and we're going to be able to keep our block in this alleyway and like keep on like pacing ourselves and pacing the unit. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to have Donald, and now we move up, and there you go. We're still kind of closing off this area, which we really don't need to for too much longer because we're just about ready to take these guys out. Like the ones that are right here. So there you go. 27. Miss. And there you go. Honestly, after like holding the speed up button for so long, it looks really, 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 really weird. Especially with Donald and like very, very slow enemy units. It looks very weird to watch in battle because it's just so slow, and it's like this doesn't look natural. So it's kind of a funny thing to do if you wanna like look at that. But yeah, it definitely does not look too normal. Oh, there you go. That was actually kind of cute. Yeah, you blocked him, and you both dished out 18, 36 damage, and that guy's taken out. And with doing that, now with killing off those guys, now these guys are gonna be after us. So yes, okay. So now I'm gonna move these guys right over here, and that is going to draw those enemies up to the north of right here. That's gonna draw them down to Alyssa and Robin. Let's see, right here I had a bit of a difficulty deciding what to do. What did I do? That's what I ended up doing. I ended up pairing up those two. And I ended up moving these two right up here because I'm actually pretty confident that Alyssa will be able to handle Alyssa and Robin. And I can switch if I need to, but I'm pretty confident that they'll be able to take out those guys up to the left, and we can just continue up through this main little alleyway. But yeah, I mean, the only reason why you need to have a lot of units going off to the left, like I did originally, is to take out those 5 on the left because that can wreak havoc at the very beginning of the battle if you don't take those guys out. And also, another thing is, in these videos, I talk very, very quickly, and if you're not, like, very, very, like, aware and awake and, like, listening to what I'm saying makes no sense at all. So, I apologize if that's been you watching this video or this series, if you've been keeping up with it. But thank you for being patient with me, because I know I talk really, really fast when it comes to these battles. But, let's move these two right up here, and let's say, hypothetically, if Donald were to get a critical, that would be 93 damage. I called it. I'm gonna say that I called that because I said hypothetically, and it happened, and 93 damage. That, no one can withstand that. Like, that is just death, immediate death. Anyway, let's say we're gonna move these two right up here. We're going to have them attack. It doesn't look like Frederick will be able to take this guy out at first, like in one turn, unless Chershi attacks as well. Chershi. I said Chershi. Chershi. Well, anyway, Chershi. Her name's kind of fun to say, but I know I sound really annoying when I say it. Let's see, we're going to attack from a... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because that guy is carrying a bow and arrow, and he can take Sumiya out. So I'm not going to do that. And looks like they're immediately going to attack Rickon because he's the weakest unit in the attack range. But it doesn't matter because he can dish out a good bit of damage as well, and they won't be able to gang up on him, so that's all good. Alright, let's see. Okay, so her defense isn't very high, neither is her HP, but she can dish out some damage. 63 right there. especially with a critical. The thing about her is though, Alyssa, if you change her class, it takes her a little while to level up. It's not very easy at all, but once you do it, it's extremely rewarding. Very, very strong character. She's gonna get hit again right here. She's down to 7. Attack, attack. There you go. And she could have dished out 44 without need of a critical in one turn. And this right here is what's gonna worry me. If she gets hit right here, she's dead. And she's dead. And that is the second time I've had somebody die in camera, I believe. Embarrassing, but this is a very, very, very difficult mission, and I do plan on leveling up after this, so I will be accepting of that death right there, being that I had already recorded this video 3 times over because of deaths, and I feel like this was the best attempt that I had. But now Robin's all angry because you hurt my wife. Well, she didn't die, but you know, you hurt my wife, so now he's gonna kick some butt right here, as you can see. Let's see, the shot 17 isn't gonna take any at all. There you go. He'll just kind of be able to take a sweet time with those guys. I'm not gonna really pose much of a threat to him. Let's see, we're gonna move Rickon back a little bit and have him attack so it doesn't take any damage rather. There you go. That guy's taken out. And Rickon levels up. But yeah, I'll definitely need to, I'm definitely gonna make sure I level up a little bit after this because, like I said, the difficulty spike starts now with the new threat, with the introduction of the threat, the people from Valm, the Valmese. They bring quite a threat. Very, very, very powerful. So this is where this like difficulty spike kind of goes up a little bit. So you gotta make sure you're leveled up before you get to this point. If you're watching ahead and you're playing along, I recommend you definitely kind of prepare for this battle because it can be very, very challenging. But as you can already see, we've taken down their numbers quite drastically. They were at 40 at first, now they're at 18, so we've taken out 22 of them. We've done the majority of the battle already. And let's see, we're gonna have these 2 attack this Valmese right here. And I'm very surprised Payne did not get into the action right there. Which, by the way, if you hear a noise in the background, it's probably my dad cutting grass outside. So if you guys hear that, I apologize. And you might have heard something earlier as well, because I had the air conditioning running, which I don't like that running in the middle of the video, and in the middle of videos, because it's kind of close to my microphone and where I sit, like a vent is, and that can show up in the video. So if you guys heard that, I apologize. Anyway, let's see, I believe I'm going to move him right up here to attack this guy right here, because he can dish out a bunch of damage, and brothers will be able to take him out. And there you go, Luna! Boom! So just a little bit more damage, and there you go. That guy's taken out. Let's see, and that's it for our turn.
Be careful.
We're going to attack Crom, not very worried right here, but yeah, Crom with the rapier is very useful in this mission because he can cut through a lot of armor. And having him paired up with his unit that he's married to is also very useful as well. Whether that be Sumia, it can actually be Olivia if he... I lost for words here. Anyway, it can also be Olivia as well, surprisingly, despite the fact that you don't have her for very long. It can be Sully, who Sully was Crom's wife in my first playthrough. And I feel like Crom and Sully actually make a really good pair as well. So, you know, I mean, I really encourage you guys to kind of like mess around with like different couples, like as you're going through different playthroughs. You can see new sport conversations, new relationships, create new ships, and you know, it's just more fun that way. And Rickon's taking quite a bit of damage as well. He's down to 10 HP. He looks like he'll be fine though. I'm pretty sure. Actually, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna be able to take this guy out really quick, just barely. Gonna be able to take this guy out. There you go. That's that. And I will also... There you go, we got a second seal. Very nice. And let's see if I can switch and have Libra attack. We'll take out this guy as well. And after that, well, and after she levels up. Yeah, we'll be able to take this... Okay, even though Rickon's down to 10 HP, we'll be able to take this guy out safely, because we will definitely... Well, 99% chance of getting this hit. If we were to miss it, you know, that'd kind of suck, but... Alright, let's see. So he's taken out. There are no more enemies in Rickon's range. I'm pretty sure he's out of enemy attack range. Oh, of course he isn't! Let's see. I should be able to fix that, though. That guy right there is the only threat. Let's have Donald take him out. Yeah, because they'll definitely go after Rickon if I don't kill this guy. So there you go. He's dead. And Donald leveled up? Yeah, he did. Level 15. Donald's actually getting a bit over-leveled, and his stats are very, very, very high. Alright, let's see. Yep, Rickon's definitely out of enemy attack range by now. let's see, before I do anything else, I'm going to have Kellam take out this guy right here. And I'm probably going to have Crom pick off that one that's low in HP right over there, because I don't want Crom taking one of these very, very powerful guys by himself.
Good.
So let's see. Alright, that's that. Let's bring Crom right over here. We're going to go take out this guy very quickly. And then we will have Frederick go take that guy out. So, yeah, definitely I just recommend pacing yourself with this mission. I really can't emphasize that enough. Because if you do, well, because if you don't, you'll just be attacked by all at once by these pretty overpowered enemies. And also another thing, one thing I'm kind of curious about in Fire Emblem, well, it's Fire Emblem Awakening, but in Fire Emblem as well. And I know this is being kind of facetious, but you kill, so like right here, I'm gonna kill this guy who's on horseback. Does his horse automatically die too? Or could his horse live? Or is it just like, I mean, I don't know, it's just kind of interesting, you know? Like, wouldn't that be kind of interesting if, like, you killed a, like an enemy on horseback, but you, for some reason, kept their horse, and, like, one of your units became a horseback rider? Like, I don't know, that'd be kind of interesting, I feel like. And, like, the horses had stats. I feel like that'd be kind of an interesting thing. I feel like, it, you know, that might be something they could look into. But anyway, I'm going to move Robin right up here. He's going to be right in the enemy attack range, and they will, of course, attack him. Let's see, I'm also going to move these two right over here as well. Oh, well, these two are over here as well, because I know those 5 up there are going to attack Robin, and he won't be able to take them all on his own, so I'm going to move Libra and Vike over there. Let's see, I'm going to have Sumiya take one of these guys out from afar with her javelin. 7. Oh, no, and Crom said, have another, and that guy got a second helping, I guess you could say. Alright, let's see, she goes up to level 14. Very nice. And let's see what else. Donald and Naui. Actually, Donald and Naui, can they go all the way up there? I'm not really so sure what to do as of next. Let's see. I believe, yeah, oh. Well, actually, I know what I can do. Well, I should have done this while I was playing, but I could hit switch, and I could have had Naui attack from afar and take one of those guys out. But I should be able to take these guys out anyway, so let's see. We're going to attack. Yep, we'll definitely be able to take this one out, and Frederick may or may not be able to take out that other Valmese that's going to be left over after this. But yeah, this is also a very, very long episode, one of the longest battles we've had. I apologize for that, but it's just because there's so many enemy units. And that's a very, very nice level up. Kellam increases stats by quite a bit. Alright, let's see. We moved everyone except for Frederick and Chershi. And hopefully they'll be able to take this guy out. I want it... Actually... Nah, I wasn't going to use a Superior Lance, but I probably still wouldn't have defeated him anyway. See? Chershi... Nope. She did not attack. Okay, so we're going to have to take another bit of damage here next turn, but... So we're going to move Rickon right up here. We're going to go to items. We're going to have him heal himself up just a little bit with a vulnerary. Yeah, and here the enemies come attacking Robin. So, that's not going to be a problem at all. 19 or 19. There you go. And that's all he's going to be attacked. Or I may be wrong about that. And right here is Dalton, the commander. We're about to take him on, but the goal, or rather the victory goal for this is to rout the enemy, not kill the commander. So it doesn't really matter what order we kill all these guys or when we kill the commander. But it looks like we're going to be able to. Well, it looks like we're going to kill the commander quite soon. And of all people, I wonder why this Valmese is attacking these two, of all people. But whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, he's on 13 HP. He's like, well, let's attack the most powerful one they have. And I might be killed, but, you know, let's do it anyway. Okay, I'm going to move Libra and Vike right up here. Take out this guy. You ready for the Vic? Or open the Vic, or whatever he said. Let's see. Very nice. And now I'm going to have him... Oh, I won't be able to kill him. I definitely won't be able to. That's okay. I really have nothing to worry about. Robin's up to 26 HP. He'll be fine. I'm not worried about that at all. Actually, oh, if only I could attack that far. That'd be beautiful. Okay, we're gonna move Rickon right over here, and he's gonna be able to kill this Valmese, and that will, and by him doing that, nobody else has to waste their turn doing that. And they can take on the other ones to the north. See, I can hold my own. So there we go. We put him to good use right there. Okay. And now we can have these three take on Dalton right up here. And honestly, I think Donald could honestly... Yeah, we're going to have Donald. And now we just kind of take him on. So. 23. Miss. And 23. Yep. Elise, I believe you underestimated Elise just a little bit. If I apologize once again for butchering that name. But let's see, we have 2 more up here. Nothing really much to worry about, but I'm going to block that off just in case. So we're going to move these 2 right here. And move these 2 right here as well. There you go. That should be an easy victory right there. I'm surprised he has no chance for critical at all. He had like 0% chance for critical, and they're going to attack him as well because Frederick's the only one. Frederick and Chershi are the only one out of those 2 pairs that can not be an instant kill to them. Let's see. Oh, there you go. 48. There you go. Wait, I don't know what she said. Did she say beg center or repent center? There you go. Yeah, I like that phrase honestly. I like that phrase for her character fits. All right, let's see. Going to attack. We'll be able to take this guy out. And Frederick's about to level up. He actually got in a lot of playtime, which he usually doesn't because his stats are over leveled anyway. His stats are. Anyway, let's see. We're gonna do these 2 right here. We're going to attack from a distance. I guess I want Naui to get in some. Because I want Naui to get in some experience. This Donald's been doing everything. And there you go. Oh, and a critical. Talk about overkill. 78. Anyway, and they're both gonna level up too. So level 13 for Naui. And level 16? Yeah, level 16 for Donald. But look at that. I mean, all the categories he just leveled up in. Anyway, and the heroes for today are Donald and Naui.
Crumb. Yes. Right. Oh, great. Right. Really? All right.
What?
Hold on. Oh. What? Right. Hey. Right. Right.
Oh my.
My lord. Right.
So, who was once a rival? Looks like now we need their help. So, looks like next time we'll be going to Plegia, and a very, very, very convenient that all these Risen, well, that those two Risen appeared right after that, because we will need to fight the Risen off camera, which is another thing that I really emphasize that you do, or rather that I recommend that you do, is to take these guys on and level up, because the difficulty curve is about to go up. Anyway, next time Let's Play Fire Emblem Awakening, we'll go to Plegia, and we will request their assistance with warships, since this threat affects all of us. So, I've been Kamronni, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time, so, goodbye guys.